Are you wondering where you're going to go if you sell your home? Or maybe you're a buyer and want your offer to stand out? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Teresa O'Connell with Teresa Loves NJ and Keller Williams NJ Metro Group. For those new to my channel, I'm a realtor in northern New Jersey and love to share information about New Jersey communities and real estate topics. Let's get started on options for sellers and buyers that are moving in this market. If you're selling a home and planning on buying a new home but don't have something quite lined up yet, ask the buyer if they can be flexible about the closing date so you have some extra time to find another home before closing. If you're a buyer and have flexibility, make this known to the seller in the offer process. It could land you the home in a competitive market. Another option for sellers and buyers is a sale-leaseback, where a property is sold to the buyer, but the seller remains in the home after closing and leases it back from the buyer. Why would this be advantageous to both parties? Maybe the buyer has flexibility and wants to take advantage of low interest rates before the interest rates rise. So they may want to close before the seller is ready. In a tight market, this kind of flexibility can help the buyer stand out. This scenario can be for a few days or a few months. Sometimes the seller needs a week or two before moving to a new home to do some work or repairs, or a few months to line up the next property. Ask your attorney about this option's benefits and risks. If the seller is confident that they can find a new home in a short period of time, a bridge loan or a hard money loan may make sense. According to Investopedia, a bridge loan is a short-term financing used until a person or company secures permanent financing or removes an existing obligation. Another option is something called hard money. Private lenders that provide a short-term loan, usually with a higher interest rate. There is risk on both sides, so consult with your mortgage broker about the pros and cons. A common option for sellers who are also buyers is to include a home sale contingency in the offer for the new property. That means when you are making an offer, you specify that you will need to sell your primary home first in order to purchase the new one. And if for some reason you can't sell the home, you can back out of the deal and get your deposit back. This option is not popular in a market where there are multiple offers, but it might work if the seller is not in a rush to close and all other terms are attractive. Two other options for those that don't mind moving a couple of times is to sell your home and put your stuff in a storage unit or a rental pod and stay with family or friends or at an Airbnb or a VRBO or some other short-term furnished rental situation. There are storage companies everywhere with lots of options depending on how much space you need. A more involved option would be to move into a month-to-month rental or a lease for 6 months or a year. If you think it will take longer to find your dream home, or if you plan on making extensive renovations and you need a place to stay until the work is complete. Just make sure if it's a month-to-month rental that your realtor finds out if the property is involved in a list pendants, is current on its property taxes, or that the owner is not planning on selling the property during the time you plan on renting. Of course, discuss these options with your realtor or attorney to determine what is best for your unique situation. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this information helpful. If you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe.